you guys? Yeah, it's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy came up to me and told me he was gonna blow my brains out, I wouldn't know whether to run away or pull my pants down. And you know that thing going around, if you're a lady and you're alone in the woods, would you rather run into a strange man or a bear, you know? And a lot of women are shooting the bear, right? I think it's just ignorance of bear knowledge. And you know, because I ran into a bear alone in the woods once. Man, he fucked the shit out of me. And a lot of important things were invented in China, right? Like paper, compass, gunpowder. One thing definitely not invented in China, though, driving. And you know, when you call someone who's mixed black and Asian, you call them Malaysian, right? And someone who's mixed Mexican Asian, well, you can either call them Mexicans or Asians, you know? You know what we call a guy who's mixed white and Asian? Asshole. And what do you call a guy that can make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. I was talking to this guy the other day. He told me he's Persian. I was like, "You're Persian? From Persia?" He's like, "Yeah, where are you from?" I was like, the Han Dynasty, I guess. Hey, you guys ever been to a Korean barbecue restaurant?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of unique in that you pay to cook your own meat, right? And if you pay a little extra, you can wash your own dishes and take out the trash. Yeah, I was in the United States Army, the 1st Cavalry Division, Fort Hood. It was pretty cool, you know, being in the Army. It was weird being the only Asian person. Every day, people just look at me like, "Are we supposed to shoot this guy?" And you know, the NFL has one Asian player, and he's a kicker. And could you not find a more racist position for this guy? Well, you make him go out barefoot in a karate uniform? Yeah, most people don't know this about me, but I lost 200 pounds last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got divorced.
Yeah.
And you know, the national dog of Korea is called a Chindoke. It looks kind of like a husky, right? But it's blonde, and it has a curly tail, and it tastes like ham. And you know, I think Shaquille O'Neal's like the happiest man on earth, right? You know, he's like, oh, he's so jolly, and like everyone just loves him, right? You know, I think it's because he's never been bullied before. Yeah, you know, how you gonna mess with some guy who's so tall that his crotch is in your face, right? It's like, "Hey, Shaquille, give me your fucking lunch money." Never mind. And you know, whenever I'm having sex, like, I never last as long as I'd like to, you know? I'm always like, "Come on, penis, hang in there." It's always like, "Ah, screw this." Blech. Yeah, I've had sex with all different types of women, you know, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. In my opinion, Asian women give the best blowjobs. Yeah. If any of you ladies like to prove me wrong, you can meet me in the bathroom after my set. And you know, when I was a little kid, I used to love fishing, you know. But that's just because when I was a kid, I used to actually catch fish. Yeah, I've been fishing for the last 20 years. I haven't caught shit. Nowadays, I'm just standing in the sun with a fishing pole getting skin cancer and shit. Dude walks by like, "You catch anything?" "Yeah, melanoma." Yeah, speaking of which, one of my buddies, a white dude, he's like super duper white. I think he's like part albino or some shit. Yeah, this guy, he's so white when he comes to my house, all my plants start growing in his direction. Yeah, you know, when you go to a Korean person's house, you gotta take off your shoes, you know. It's not tradition or anything. You just want to make sure you're not stealing our chopsticks. And you know, they say elephant never forgets, right? Yeah, that is until it's their turn to take out the fucking trash. Yeah, you know, Koreans, we celebrate Thanksgiving, right? Like everyone else, but we do it a little bit differently, right? Because we celebrate with our dead relatives, right? It's like what we do, we'll have a big meal, you know, but we'll have a set of place for like whatever dead relatives and all the pictures there, you know. For us, it's my 2 grandparents and then my aunt that passed away. And then, you know, throughout the meal, we'll get like a bite of food from their plates, you know, and put it in this bowl, you know. And with liquor too, right? Like we get a shot of soju and like swish it around with incense and we'll pour it in this bowl, you know. It's like they're there eating with us and stuff, right? It's kind of like how the whole, you know, you pour beer onto the curb or whatever, and you know, but we do it with food, right? And we do it with their favorite food also. Like my grandmother, her favorite food was a certain type of fish. It was like this red snapper. And so we always had that red snapper in front of her picture, you know. And then my aunt, her favorite food was like this pork belly. It's like these thick slabs of bacon. So we have that in front of her picture. Now my grandfather, for him, you know, we'll put my grandmother's picture under his like this, you know. Because his favorite thing to eat was my grandmother's pussy. How many days you going over? Thank you.
old people still eating pussy. Put your